bound by the truth, though. That's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody need to just grow up on this. And that's the reality of it. We got to grow.
Is a mother.
No, we're not. I know. We're not talking about. But you can't have loyalty to destruction. And see, that's problem.
Thank you.
At some point, you got to step up. Yeah, that's Brother Unk speaking. At some point, you got to step up and say, "Hey, man, I know what you did. Right. You helped us on this point. Now you're killing all that." Once again, that's like Joe Pard at Penn State. It's over with. Tear the statue down.
Right.
He did too much.
You
know what I'm saying? He destroyed black children's lives. It's over with. So the minister, you know, Elijah Muhammad built something that was great. And I know a lot of us on this phone went through that. That was the first time I even heard it was another word for God. That was the first time I ever heard there was another idea and a concept in the world that wasn't Christianity. And so, like, I'm appalled, right, that just because you get ready to die, all of a sudden you want to turn to your mortal enemy for some help. That's crazy. Common sense. Really?
And
man.
May I say something?
Just tell everybody down the river. I don't get that. I'm very confused at this point. That's why I'm so quiet, because I ain't trying to just say any damn thing, because that's crazy.
Yeah.
Can't give him a pass. Cannot get that man a pass. I don't care what none of y'all say.
No.
I don't care what secrecy bound.
And the man who could have saved the nation, they got rid of. And I stood over his grave with about 30 or 40 other brothers, putting dirt over his remains, and he's in the same place where Malcolm is at. And they made sure they got rid of him. They didn't succeed in California, but eventually our brother is gone. And there's some others under the minister now who could do some interesting things, but they're handcuffed too. That personality worship.
They're not handcuffed. Right, there you go. Thank you. They're not handcuffed.
They're not.
Okay, can I say something? And then, you know,
sure.
we want to hear some other points of views, too, because everybody's not in the nation, and we want to hear the general public because this is who it's affecting at this point. Nation people are very hurt, and we've already been through this several times. Now, those people who are, and I know a lot of them, the minister's family, his officials, I grew up with these people. I know them, but I don't care, because what it is that when you talk nation talk, now everything's cool, because just like we just talked about America, the overall plan of the nation comes first. Dr. Clark said it himself, where you bury the man and you continue the plan. You, FOI, you brothers, are never supposed to let you are what, see, I like science. You are what to the body, or you're the white blood cell. Like, as soon as an invasion, an attack, a hint of anything happens, those white blood cells go to the source of the threat, and they annihilate the threat. If they don't annihilate the threat, they die fucking trying. And then they get disposed of by the body until the body gets strong enough to move the threat out itself. They have no excuse, because, you know, your personal relationships, I'm sacrificing a lot of personal relationships right now, including my own personal relationship with the minister. But that's what you're supposed to do for the overall good of the people. You going along with that. You going along with that, if you are the protector, if you're the white blood cell of the body and you're not doing your job, you are useless. We don't need you. You actually bring down our people, and you are going to be with us when the minister is not around anymore, and I'm never, ever, ever going to forget your betrayal to Elijah Muhammad and your people. Never. I'll never forget it. The minister will be gone, and you will be with us.
And he just touched on something that I was intending to touch on, as far as the lack of integrity. This isn't about Farrakhan's desire to go in any direction. He has that right as a human being. But have the balls, have the integrity to at least state what it is that you're doing. Stop using the people's love for the messenger as your way to get over. It's like he's holding so many believers hostage with what he's doing. And the heartbreaking thing is that so many of our people are literally in a daze, entranced by personality worship. They can't see it for what it is. If he told them to eat dog doo-doo tomorrow, they'd be looking for a knife and fork.
Right.
And that's the disappointing thing. The messenger came to raise us up, not to put us to sleep. And when you look at this order, then, as it's called, it's basically command hypnosis. So
that's right.
I took the order of the minister telling everyone last August, look, you either get with this or you're no longer welcome here, go on about your business, thank you, whatever. That was an act of open treason against the messenger and every black man, woman, and child on this planet. If you can co-sign an open racist, an Islamophobe, a devil, pro-abortionist, criminal, FBI fugitive, and probably flaming homosexual on top of that, and legitimize him like Wallace legitimized Jim Jones back in 75, and you say Malcolm is worthy of death, what the hell are you worthy of?
Go ahead.
Yes, sir, brother.
And it's sickening, but I want to applaud both of you brothers, and particularly my good brother Ishmael over there, because I felt so alone for so long, hammering away at people. All the Chicago 7 and the people at the top who's getting the money. That's why the businesses are failing. When your wife is overseeing the production, the creation of the MGT uniforms and the daughters, and you charging $300 for the sisters, you got some of them waiting months and months and months for their orders to be fulfilled. No organization, people just getting money, buying Aston Martins, wearing Gators. Your son having worked and said that in court, Nasir, still owe poor man $350,000 from a lawsuit. This is sickening, bro. And I will never shut my mouth or stop banging on these hypocrites who's making an outright mockery of the legacy of the messenger. You can do what you want, but stop attaching that man's great name to this BS.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Thank you so much, brother. And just always keep in mind that regardless if you ever feel lonely, you are never alone. I get emails sent to me all the time. I mean, I can read them, but out of privacy reasons, I don't. But I get emails of members that tell me, thank you, brother. And just one of them would make it worth it to me, because I realize that I'm not just reaching you, brother or dear sister.
Right.
I'm reaching your entire family for making an error or a mistake. So, I get emails all the time of people just telling me they feel ostracized when they are in the mosque, because they treat them differently if you're not undergoing this particular study. It's something that's really, they make you feel like you wear some kind of a scar if you're not undergoing this particular program. And people just call and say, thank you, brother, for being a voice for the voiceless, because I understand, they try to mock you. I've seen the minister put people on blast, they send them a private email or something, and he'll read it, to shame them. That's another form of psychological control. Jim Jones used to do that kind of stuff before he made them people drink that Kool-Aid. He did that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what it is. And also this perverse lie about the messenger being physically alive somewhere. And when you can stand in front of a crowd of people and say, well, the messenger told me to tell you, who the hell do you think you talking to with that spooked out mess? I really feel that the brother is probably either mentally ill. I hate to just think he's just evil, foul, and a straight-up pimp, even though that's probably the case. But aside from that, some of the things he's just doing are so bizarre. I literally believe, in all honesty, the brother is out of his mind. Whether it's senility or he's smoking weed again, I don't know what it is, but it's sad, and he should have been sat down. If they really loved that brother, they would have sat his ass down a long time ago so he could stop making an idiot, a fool out of the rest of us.